we never want you to be behind the 8 ball. We never want to have problems exist, which in the past, I'll be honest, we have done that with a few clients. Like a few clients, we felt compelled to kind of like stay with the date that they wanted to launch their podcast. And so like, as we were trying to stay with the date that they wanted, they weren't able to get all of those things kind of in place. And what it ended up doing is causing a lot of commotion, making it a lot more challenging for us to be able to grow the podcast, a lot harder for us to trigger those algorithms. We had to put a lot more money like into paid marketing just to be able to do it. And it was just, I would say, stressful on me and several people on my team as we were still trying to get this stuff after it was launched. And it added a lot of pressure, I noticed, to the host and the co-host of the podcast. This happened one time to that one podcast. Is the host and the co-host were stressed, and they even said things to us like, I thought this would be a little bit more, systematic, and we had to apologize. We had to say, here's the thing, like we have our systems in place. We're not supposed to ever go with just a date without having all these things in place, because it causes this stress and it ends up making it a lot more challenging to be able to get it in front of the earballs that you want it to be. And it's going to make it hard to have impact or income. And so, obviously I communicated very strictly to the team and said, we can never do this. This isn't helping a podcaster when they launch with us if we passively just do every single thing that the podcaster says. We know what's best. We've done this dozens of times. We've launched several dozen podcasts, and they're all performing perfectly, and they're in the top 1% rated in the entire world out of 2.7 million podcasts. We've never failed. And now we're trying to say to our clients that we're the experts, but what we did instead is tried to just do everything that they said. So anyway, I've been on all sides of this as somebody who's launched more than one podcast of my own and has helped dozens of people launch a podcast or grow a podcast. It's important that my team shares with, it kind of handles that stuff and not do just everything passively that the client needs, or else we're going to run into problems.